Collins Benefield and Todd Slants come up here. I just want you to, I mean, these are great guys. They just gonna take about 2 minutes to tell you about themselves and what they do. And I have so much respect for these guys. And they have the same passion that I have for doing this work.
Well, brief, I want to say good afternoon to everybody.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for your time. I agree wholeheartedly with Brother Arthur Powell saying, background just like that. And just for a brief second, I attend Family Life Missionary Baptist Church. There are a whole arsenal of programs that reach out towards the youth. It's right there on Morrow. We have a program that's geared for the entire family. That's why it's named Family Life. See, everything starts at home, which a lot of you know. So all those things being said, that's not just something to be said and it's by coincidence. It starts at home. It starts with the mother. It starts with the father. It goes down to the children. And a lot of things that's happening with youth today, they're reaping some stuff that the parents had planted a long time ago. So we have a ministry where we reach out to the entire family. We do things such as boy talks. We do things as girl talks. We call them Just Boys and Glad Girls. We have a ministry for single people. We have a ministry for married people. We have a ministry for women. We have a ministry for men. Why? Because it takes all of that to bring closure to what's going on. Okay? So what we do is we bring the entire family in. We teach character education and character building. And once you are able to work on your character, you can be a difference in the community. But if you have no good character, guess what? You don't have no difference in the community. And what we strive for is results, and that's what we get. And the only way we're going to get that is if the entire family changes what they do at home. Then that way they can be an effective family in the community. So I want to just throw this phone number out there to you. You can take it down, 678-422-3227. Again, that's 678-422-3227. And the name of it is Family Life Missionary Baptist Church. I guarantee you we have a program that will change everything that's taking place right now. And it doesn't matter what it is. There's nothing too big for God to solve. See, that's what you got to remember now. This is a faith-based thing. So when we put it back in God's hand, it's up to you. Whose report will you believe? We're going to believe the report of the Lord. Amen? Amen.
How y'all doing this evening? My name is Carlos Benefield. I'm originally from Chicago. I was born into a gang. Basically, my father was a gang member, and my mother was a Chicago police officer. Now, go figure. When I got locked up, I seen my mama walk past. You think I'm going to sit in the jail and say, hey, mama, them cats in the back going to beat me. They don't think I'm a trick. So, being in the community where I'm from, I destroyed it. I destroyed many communities. So now, as an adult, I feel I got to build communities back up. I got to help these kids. I know how it is to be in a gang. I used to be an insane vice lord. Y'all hear about it on the news about the vice lords. That's one of the most powerful gangs out here. We had one of the most powerful leaders. We had, rather, now he locked up. Y'all heard about Jeff Ford. He was one of the most powerful leaders. He was the leader of the El Rucas. This man, it got to be, gangs get political. And people don't even know that. Jeff Ford was one of the gang leaders. He was selling, Gaddafi was selling him missiles to blow up major cities. And he would recruit young boys. If you go to Time magazine, you'll see a young man. He was the only young man. He was 13 years old. His name was Young. He was the only young man. He was 13. He was a leader of the disciples. He was the only young man on the front of the cover of Time magazine. I believe it was in 1981. They killed him, his own gang, because he did a murder of a young lady in the neighborhood. She was well known, an A+ student. He was trying to kill someone else, but killed her. His life was bad. He just had a bad life from the age of newborn all the way to 13. I didn't have no life like that. I had a mother and father at home. I tell my kids today, there's 3 L's that I tell my kids. Listen, learn, and live. If you listen to your parents, you'll be all right. If you learn what your teacher is teaching you, And adults is you'll be all right. And live your life. Live your life right. I tell my kids today too. I say, listen, if they call you a nerd, say thank you. Because I wish I was a nerd. I mean, you look at it. Look, Bill Gates. You call him a nerd, but he's the richest man in the world. You think about, you have to think about things before you do it. And we have to hold these kids accountable for what they do too. You know, the kids we can't give our kids no choices. That's the whole thing. If we give the kids choices, Clayton County gonna be messed up. I'm here in Clayton County. I have my own organization. It's called Cuzzos. CUZO''X, Cuzzos. I go out with Arthur, and I go out on my own. We go into the schools. I stop at some of these stores on the corner and talk to the cats. Hey man, what you doing? What you standing there for? You know, I know you got dope on you. Man, go on home. You ain't gonna supply nothing selling in front of your house. Good. You don't want your mama's house to get taken. So why mess up this corner store where I gotta keep going and buy my kids milk? And they ain't said, leave this corner. Go do something. I try to get these young men out here to play sports. I coach football here in Clayton County. I coach football for the Panhandle Tigers. I get them out here. I coach football, baseball, basketball. If you ever need help, you can always call me, 678-362-3757. That's 678-362-3757. Everybody, most of the people I'm a member of the NAACP too. So get involved, please.
Thank you.
All right, what we're going to do, because we promised we really want to get you out here about 1 o'clock if we possibly can.